fast, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name! I'm sorry, did you hear?
No,
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack! You gotta at least hear—
wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself!
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is
overworked. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If Fermont can't—
But Fermont can do the job, he just—
Monica, back inside!
Huh?
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you! Come on.
Wow, what a horrible—
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some Her name is Savannah. She's the new head. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he—
I'm sorry.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on— Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah, and that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out?
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly. And besides, I don't really yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now.
Paimon will join you.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to— A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tab.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene. This is a small token from us.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the—
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
All right.
Thank—
A little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become—
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like that.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Huh? Hold on, find Escoffier.
Escoffier? Could this mean—
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer. But she recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the—
Gâteau de Boer? That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow.
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided—
The Fortress of Mirapede?
Well, you're right. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for—
So that's what happened.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's— So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and—
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica, it's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove! You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom! What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the...
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went...
Yes, Chef.
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy.
Oh, no, we're not...
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can...
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer...
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to...
Fiamma. That's the second...
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he...
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion.
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to...
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number, but I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give... Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take...
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all...
That's hard to believe.
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, Fiamma and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look...
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the other... Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial...
Oh, Monica.
I
can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than... Unbelievable! I won't stand for this.
Wait, so now she's...
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
She looks like... Is that Escoffier?
Escoffier's back? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry,
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
But, please...
What the heck?
Monica! Can't you If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what—
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually—
Oh, well, it's because
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference, we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef is that these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to, and it's only gotten worse since we're—
Monica, you don't need to call me chef.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, that banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how—
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things—
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. Unfortunately, however, some food products contain—
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of but you took all the blame. We all know why. And now look at you. A
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but—
Ah, the Fleuve Sandra, you say?
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no change. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as— So, you do remember— Escoffier?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this?
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my— You're not the boss here anymore. So stop—
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still
That's—
What happened to—
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something.
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tête-à-tête between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
That's right! I'm talking, of course.
According to legend, the founders of Hôtel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments or the cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played and indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in
Reintroduction? Someone brought it—
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you, of all people, want back—
Sure, I reinstated it, but
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it—
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to—
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Board to—
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secrets. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and
former. Wait, but that already includes—
What do you want that old thing for? You have your—
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly I want your copy. The original version. The one you took with—
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and—
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me.
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a...
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de bourre, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Scott.
You sound Alright then, let's see how much. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
I do apologize. I'm afraid it's not so, while to be perfectly honest, if Escoffier wins, it would be the But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Whatever the outcome, this contest will hopefully serve as a turning point for... I must say, Savannah surprised me with her confidence.
I can't believe I got to witness that firsthand. I only stopped...
So, this whole bake-off...
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking.
Huh? Holding back?
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but...
Okay. That's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide. Partly adventuring, partly looking for new... For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de bourre was made using a special secret ingredient. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourre. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And
Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the codex, the Hôtel de Bourre took its rightful place.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to and that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Bourre's heyday. It fell into even then it still took numerous relocations and changes.
Oh! So the codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books that...
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de bourre they sell now is...
Wait, really? Why, though?
It did, but like I said, it's a dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention, so reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records as for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de bourre, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows? Maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if...
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So could it be a symbolic thing? Like, who?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management...
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place.
What? Huh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to. However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that...
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now...
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de bourre is very complicated to make. Usually, now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I prefer.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the...
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to accept.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent... Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some element.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that... Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or...
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make...
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Mama's never used anything this weird before.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients.
Wow! Even the smell is so much...
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will I'll demonstrate again. Now. Slowly and carefully. Not a drop too much, and not a drop too little. And voila! Now it's your turn. Not terrible, considering that, but the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now, alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the hotel. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now, how's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present... Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating...
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough.
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than create. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Fur...
Aww.
Oh, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macaroni...
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you act...
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So,
This is our last hope.
8 points.
darn. That's barely.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work. I can really taste the grace of the snowing goose in this dish. The traveler's journey with a...
Hey, you made that last part up!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square.
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining.
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest.
And you think you're...
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd...
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent...
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen?
I have not. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen, yes.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then I...
Dad, talk to me.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological
Monica, when did you get here?
Probably because you were all concentrating so... But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person...
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help.
She sounds like the worst.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter...
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trap.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another
Either straighten yourself out.
So now, it seems like just picking up a...
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't acquitted when you were working. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you...
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe...
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep... I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach the...
But what if you can't find another assistant in time?
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Even if I had to go it alone, I would present...
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still...
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di...
Actually, I thought maybe I could help.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then...
You do this for us?
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the others.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for... I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for...
Well, Hyman didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you...
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast and a...
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontainian cuisine could be this good.
Why, Savannah? Oh, nothing. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipe. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah we were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed... And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is... difficult. I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex. Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the... The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Bourg and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks, and with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had people started gossiping about Savelli, and the relationship between the two grew. Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor one rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends. Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no... Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. Really? Well, I like the confidence. Don't let me down